In this video, we're going to look at adding a signature to a check based on a condition. So sometimes you'll have a check where at a certain number, 5,000, 10,000, a certain number of dollars, euros, yen, what have you, you're going to want a signature placed onto the check. And to do that, you'll need the signature image in eFORMz. If you want to do this in eFORMz, you can certainly sign it manually. But to just have it automated based upon the total, what we can do is add the image of the signature in eFORMz and then place it conditionally based upon the total. Now I have open here the sample check project, which is made available in the default installation of eFORMz at Minisoft eFORMz 6 projects sample in that folder. And it already has a data file, and it has calculated the total amount paid, and it uses a couple of procedures rather to do that, and it has been summed into a global variable and placed here. So we have the total amount already. Once you have the total amount, what we'll need then is an image of the signature and then placing it onto the form and then adding a condition. So let's go ahead and do that. First things first, we're going to add the image to the project. That's one of the best ways of adding images because it's with the project, so you have to manually remove it, and it stays with the project no matter where you move the project file. So to do that, we're going to right-click the project and select Properties and Images. And we're going to select Add, and I have my signature file right here, and we'll go ahead and open, and we'll accept the defaults for now and select OK. It's probably going to be much bigger than I want it to be, but I can change the size later, and I'll select OK. So I have my signature image in the project. Next thing I want to do is I want to place it somewhere, and I want it placed right here. And if you can barely make this out, but if I zoom in, you might be able to see this better. There we go. Amounts over 1,000 require 2 signatures. That's what it says on our sample form here. I only have 1 signature for this example. But to place it, I'll place it here just to keep things consistent. And I'm just going to right-click and select Add Rule and Load Image. Go ahead and select, for the use variable field, we'll select NA, and we'll select OK, and that's the NA system variable. For the image, it's automatically going to load the only image I have from the project, and that's good. We'll go ahead and select OK. And there it is, and as you see, it is way too big. So what we can do is we can go back to the project, right-click, select Properties and Images, and select it, and select Edit Scaling. And in the scaling drop down, we'll select Shrink to Desired Size, and I'm going to make this a lot smaller. Let's make this, I don't know, just throw in a couple random numbers, see what we get. That's still a little too big, but that's good enough. You get the idea. So we have that, and what I want to do is I want this image to only be placed, well, let's say over $1,000. So I'm going to right-click the image, or actually I'm going to right-click the rule that's placing the image, and we'll select Add and Condition, and is greater than, and if nth occurrence of variable and global variable 1, this is the sum total, the payment total. If it's greater than 1,000, it'll place the signature. So we'll select OK, and we'll notice the signature is still there because if we look at our variables window here, the payment total is $3,760. Now, just to show you if it's working and just to check if it is working, what you can do is you can say, okay, well, if it's greater than 4,000, place it, and see it's gone. So that shows that the condition is in fact working. And I'll go ahead and change this back to 1,000. And there we go. So that is a quick way of showing how you can place a signature conditionally onto a form or check based upon the payment total.